The SAF Volunteer Corps was another big idea, and it will allow women, our first generation PRs and new citizens to serve alongside our national servicemen. The IPS survey showed widespread support, 80% for this recommendation. I'm glad that many MPs in this House, Sito Ipin, Mr. Pritam Singh, have voiced their approval for this recommendation. However, others have said that the SAF Volunteer Corps can never match the commitment and contributions of national servicemen. It may be so. But we ought to let this scheme evolve and not judge it prematurely. One of our committee members felt compelled to respond on her own accord when this was being discussed in public. This is Dr. Louisa Lee. She's a medical doctor. She's on a committee to strengthen national service. Let me quote from you her letter. Quote, "I volunteered as a medical officer as a 30-year-old and mother of 2 sons then." She was 30 years old. She had 2 children, 2 sons. "And feel privileged and proud to serve 20 years in the SAF alongside its men and women, seeing firsthand why Singapore needs a strong defense. On reflection, I count my years as a volunteer in the SAF to be a most fulfilling and important part in my life. The added bonus was that," she continues, "as a mother, I could relate to what my 3 sons were going through." She must have had another one after she volunteered. "When they enlisted into full-time NS and when they served their in-camp training. They were encouraged by the fact that I had voluntarily undergone the training and sacrifice, and they understood that at the heart of their onerous training and sacrifice is the essence of NS as a duty and an honor for the country. It is worth noting that people who eventually decide to join the Volunteer Corps are not compelled to by law. Neither will they be doing it because they are asked to. They will be doing it because they want to. There will be a select group of people with such commitment, and this scheme will provide them the opportunity to serve the nation in their own meaningful way." Unquote. Dr. Louisa Lee. Dr. Lee told me during one of our committee meetings that now her grandchildren are going to NS. Just imagine the scene, the grandchildren come back and say, "Oh, I'm doing NS." Grandma says, "Done that." Not a big deal. Just do it. We need that kind of inclusion for people who don't have the liabilities and yet say, "I want to do my part for Singapore in defense." And I say, don't judge it prematurely. Let it evolve, because it can be very, very positive for Singapore, for our families. And the volunteers will be trained and meaningfully deployed. The Singapore Police Force and the SCDF have operated the Volunteer Special Constabulary and Civil Defence Auxiliary Unit respectively for a much longer time. The SAF was actually cheered on by the fact that they had positive experiences and boosted our confidence that we could do something. Their volunteers work alongside regulars and national servicemen and perform similar duties. You might have encounters with them not knowing that they're volunteers. So just like the SPF and SCDF, I believe that the SAF Volunteer Corps can make a similar impact.